The command room went silent. Human officers stepped forward. Alien leaders stepped back. For the first time, humans were in control. Ethan stood at the center, his voice calm. Begin Phase 1. Human ships launched. Fast, too fast. Alien sensors struggled. They could not track them. Human pilots felt the strain, bones aching, vision shaking, but they did not slow. Push harder, Ethan said. Engines screamed, warning lights flashed. Alien commanders panicked. This is unsafe. The command room went silent. Human officers stepped forward. Alien leaders stepped back. For the first time, humans were in control. Ethan stood at the center, his voice calm. Begin Phase 1. Human ships launched. Fast, too fast. Alien sensors struggled. They could not track them. Human pilots felt the strain, bones aching, vision shaking, but they did not slow. Push harder, Ethan said. Engines screamed, warning lights flashed. Alien commanders panicked. This is unsafe. This is madness. But the humans kept going. Enemy ships reacted late. They adjusted slowly, too slowly. Their systems hesitated. They feared overload. Humans did not. Human ships cut through space, unpredictable, wild. Enemy formations broke. For the first time, the enemy made mistakes, small ones, but real. Ethan watched the data. Numbers spiked. Errors appeared. It is working, he whispered. But Phase 2 remained, the most dangerous part. Human ships pulled back suddenly. Enemy fleets followed, confident now. This was the trap, and it was about to close. The battlefield was quiet, too quiet. Human ships hovered. Enemy ships advanced, confident, deadly. Ethan stayed behind. He walked to the core, the biggest ship, the most dangerous. He opened the control panel. Alarms screamed, warning lights burned. Ethan touched the controls. His hands shook. He pushed anyway. The core started to overload. Energy surged. Ships trembled. Explosion felt near. Pilots shouted, "Leave now!" Ethan smiled. Humans endure pain. Humans survive fear. No one left behind. He pressed the final sequence. The core did not explode. It froze. Enemy systems stopped. Weapons shut down. Shields collapsed. Silence filled the galaxy. No fire, no movement. For a moment, time stopped. Every species held its breath. No one moved. The humans survived, and so did the galaxy. Ethan stepped back, exhausted, alive. He looked at the frozen enemy fleet. A weak human had done the impossible. The war ended. No cheering, no parades. Aliens stared at humans, confused, shocked, respectful. They had always looked down on humans, small, weak, fragile. Now they saw something new. Humans were different. Not strong, not fast, not invincible, but unstoppable. Humans endured pain. They survived fear. They adapted. They took risks others would not. They did the impossible. Ethan walked quietly. No celebration, no applause, just silence. He returned to his workbench, tools in hand, simple life. He did not want fame. Aliens whispered among themselves, "Humans are not what we thought. Never underestimate them." One tall commander nodded. "We were wrong. Humans will shape the future." Across the galaxy, the story of one weak human spread and changed minds forever. The galaxy changed. Story spread fast, not about strength, not about power, but about will, about courage, about the heart to keep going. Aliens remembered the weak human, the mechanic who did the impossible. Ethan returned to his home planet, quiet streets, simple life. Children played in the dust. He smiled. A weak human? No. Humans are unstoppable. The galaxy learned a rule. Never underestimate humans. When pushed, when tested, even the weakest human can achieve the impossible. The stars watched silently. The legend of Ethan began, and the universe would never forget. The galaxy was vast, cold, dark, unforgiving. Many species ruled the stars, tall warriors, living machines, ancient minds. Among them, humans were small. Humans were weak. That is what everyone believed. In the Grand War Council, hundreds of alien leaders gathered. Holograms filled the air. Enemy fleets, burning worlds, lost systems. Fear was everywhere. At the edge of the hall, humans stood quietly. No armor, no glowing tech, just simple suits. No one looked at them. To the aliens, humans were helpers, workers, mechanics, nothing more. One human stood among them. His name was Ethan. He was not famous, not important, a simple ship mechanic. His hands were rough, his body tired. Aliens whispered, "Why are humans even here? They will break under pressure." Ethan heard everything, but he said nothing. He watched the war map. He watched ships fall. He watched heroes fail. The enemy was coming, closer, faster. The strongest species argued. They shouted. They blamed. But no one had a solution. Ethan looked at the enemy ships. Something felt wrong. Too perfect, too clean. He leaned closer. His eyes narrowed. For the first time, a weak human saw something no one else did. And in that moment, the fate of the galaxy quietly shifted. The war did not slow. It became worse. Every hour, another system fell. Alien fleets retreated. Strong shields failed. Heavy weapons broke. The enemy adapted. They always adapted. In the War Council, hope was dying. Commanders stared at the map. Red marks spread like a disease. Some leaders shouted, "Use more power." Others said, "Retreat and survive." No one agreed. No one knew what to do. Ethan stayed behind the crowd. He watched quietly. He watched patterns. Enemy ships moved together. Too perfect, too clean. They never rushed. They never chased. They waited. Ethan felt uneasy. He walked to the scrap bay. Broken alien tech lay there. Cracked cores, burned circuits. Others saw trash. Ethan saw answers. Night after night, he studied the wrecks. He touched the metal. He listened to the hum. Slowly, he understood. The enemy was strong, but also careful. Too careful. Their systems feared damage. They avoided risk. Ethan smiled softly. Humans were different. Humans lived with risk, pain, pressure, fear. Humans pushed forward anyway. Ethan found a flaw. Small, hidden, but real. If pushed hard enough, enemy systems would freeze. They were not built for chaos. Ethan closed his eyes. The idea formed. It was dangerous. It was insane. And it might work. Far away, enemy ships advanced, unaware that a weak human was learning how to stop them.